Sean right here.
Yo, what's up?
It's obviously been a little bit since we last saw you. I'm sure you wanted to be more active. So I guess before we talk about the actual fight on Saturday, how frustrating was it? Because, you beat a former champion in a 5-round fight in his backyard. You would assume, 5-round fights are coming, number one contenders are coming. It just felt like we were waiting for you to get a fight. Did you feel the same way?
Yeah, kind of. I went to Canada, watched the title fight, watched them fight, and I assumed I was going to get something like in the summertime, but it didn't come. I did get offered something for August, but that didn't happen. But yeah, I thought I was going to be a little bit more active, not by choice. I want to fight more, but it is what it is. Here we are, and I'm ready to go.
Was this best case scenario then? I know you had to wait out for a bit and you wanted to be active, but to get a high-level fight against a guy with a lot of hype in MSG has to be best case.
Yeah, it's a huge fight. MSG, huge card, title fight in my weight class against an undefeated guy, up-and-comer. Yeah, big fight, big stakes, and I'm going to make the best of it.
He was in here and he kind of understood, because I remember when you lost to Bilal, it was kind of like, that was good for you, like the pressure of being undefeated. And he goes, well, he experienced that like long ago, even though he's technically undefeated pro.
Yeah.
I guess, what do you think his mindset is kind of coming into this? Because he hasn't really tasted any sort of adversity, not just losing, but just in a fight as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably very confident, but we all take L's in the gym, so I'm sure he knows what it is to lose. He's a young, great fighter. He's going to be a great fighter after this, but unfortunately, he's got to run into me Saturday.
I was kind of going to ask that. Were you surprised that this was the fight that you ended up with? Because obviously you and Ian were there. It seemed like maybe the Prates fight made a little more sense in terms of rankings, but Michael, this early in his career, kind of caught everyone off guard.
Yeah, but he's in the top 10. There's really nothing else for me. If this fight didn't happen, I probably wasn't fighting until next year, which I'm a fighter. Winning solves everything. I'm going to go out there, win Saturday, and whatever is next for me is next.
How far back did you get the name Michael Morales? Because he seemed to think he got it earlier, and he was waiting for you to sign.
We got it like a couple months ago. It wasn't super early, but it was plenty of time. Me and Ian, that was offered for the Vancouver card. That's what I originally thought, and then came back, and obviously that changed, and it became Michael Morales at MSG. So we know him for a little bit.
So I guess looking at Michael, what do you make of his skill set in there? Because he has, like a lot of people might not know, but he does kind of come from a grappling, wrestling background, but we've seen his hands.
Yeah, he's big, he's strong, he's powerful. He has good grappling too. I just don't think that he's been tested by somebody like me yet. I don't think anyone's really going after him in the grappling. Gilbert was on that path. Gilbert was looking good until he kind of wasn't, but I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in his face the entire time.
There's a lot of Ecuadorian media here for him, because I guess there's a big game next week for the national team, also in New Jersey.
Nice.
So there's kind of a lot of double dip. Have you noticed a lot of attention on this fight from like his fans as well?
No, I'm not on social media right now, and I haven't seen any of it. But good for him, man. I live an hour and a half away, so I'm have plenty of people behind me.
And then last one for me, I'm sure you've been asked this a bunch, but like there's a lot of welterweight fights coming up. It seems. I guess the majority of us kind of assume best performance title shot. You have Kamaru throwing his name in the hat. So I guess, what do you make of this kind of welterweight round robin happening? Yeah,
it went from nothing happening to everything happening. So, but it's good. Whoever's going to get it next is going to get it next. I can't control that. I'm just going to go out there, control my performance, win, and then if I have to fight again, I have to fight again. But it's going to be very interesting couple of weeks.
Who do you think wins the main event?
I'm going to go with Jack. I think Jack's going to get it done.
You think he gets it done inside 5 or goes to decision?
I don't know, man. It's a tough fight. And I say that, and then Islam could go out there and sub him. So, I'm just looking forward to watching it. Hopefully, UFC lets me be front row after I get a win.
And I know you said you're not on social media, you don't kind of see this, but a lot of people in like Islam's camp kind of see you as like, that's a tough fight. Like, that will be a tough fight.
Yeah. I mean, respect to them. They're a great camp, great people. I think it's going to be a great fight, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how Islam looks at 170.
Sean, right here.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Good. How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Obviously, I want to go touch on what Jose just asked you. Kamaru threw his name in the ring, but so did Islam. Islam mentioned Kamaru.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
I think if you look at it, Kamaru's a former champion. He had one of the longest win streaks at welterweight as a champ. So, of course, everybody wants to get that name on their resume, and I think it's a favorable matchup for Islam. So, of course, he's going to throw it out there. But yeah, Usman is definitely in there. He's definitely in the talks, but I think he has to win one more at least before you even start considering him for the title shot. So yeah, it's a little crazy. Everyone wants a title shot, but no one wants to fight for it.
Yeah. So obviously we get a bunch of welterweights, asking very similar questions to them, and they all kind of like pound the table for themselves to get the next title shot. You're kind of passive with it. Are you worried because of that? You're not. You'll be the highest ranked guy in the card.
Yeah.
You beat the undefeated Michael Morales. You beat a former champion, Leon Edwards. But you're not the one saying, "Yeah, I'm the next guy." Are you worried they'll skip you because of that?
No, because like I said, I'm not worried about it. I had a point in my career where all I wanted was a title shot. I got the Bilal fight. I thought that was going to be the easiest fight of my career. I lost that fight, and I was expecting to get a title shot after that, So I'm not rushing things anymore. Whatever happens, happens. My path is my path, and I'm going to go out there Saturday night, do my thing. If I get the title shot next, great. If not, I'm a fighter. I'm just going to keep fighting people until I'm undeniable and I get the shot. I don't want to be one of these guys saying, I deserve this, I deserve this. You earn what you get here, so I'm going to go out there, I'm going to earn my shit.
When I think about your fighting style, I think a guy you're on the gas, you're in someone's face, pressure, and then obviously incredible grappling. I asked Michael Morales about that, and he said, "Wow, you media and you fans kind of make him out to be Superman when you're in the cage room." He basically saying you're not that special. What's your thoughts on that?
I feel like people are doing that to him. I don't think people are doing that to me. I think people look at him and see him finishing guys, but I see a lot of holes in his game, and I'm going to exploit them Saturday night. I don't think I'm Superman. I'm just a hardworking guy who likes to fight, and I'm going to go out there and do my best, and my best is get my hand raised.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, Sean, way in the back. Right back.
Oh, what's up, man?
I wanted to talk to you about your new brand, Grit and Guillotines. It seems like that's a new endeavor of yours. Can you talk to us about the spark and kind of where the brand is at now?
Yeah, it was just a line of my own shirts through a company, Fuel Hunt, for a long time. Now we separated them, and now it's officially its own brand. And it's just inspired by jiu-jitsu and my Japanese tattoos and kind of just stuff I like. So we make rash guards, shorts, shirts, everything. So yeah, it's a cool little side thing we're doing.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first pay-per-view you've appeared on since the Bilal fight back in 2022.
Yeah.
Just talk to me about that. What's it like being back, Madison Square Garden in front of, a sold-out arena? How cool is that for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, but I'm not going to let it, I won't look back on it until the fight's over, I fought Leon Edwards in the O2 Arena on 4 weeks' notice, and I think that was a huge stage for me to go and do that. So I got to drive up here with my boys, my team. My wife and my baby are driving up tomorrow, so it feels like I'm home, man. This is a home court game for me, and I'm looking to show out Saturday.
And last question for me, a lot of guys in your situation, in your position, like in the rankings and stuff, I don't think a lot of people would take a fight, so far down in the rankings. How confident are you in your abilities? Because this is a fight that matters a lot, obviously, but the confidence has to be pretty high. Yeah,
I mean, I'm confident against anybody. If I'm as good as I say I am, I should be able to beat anybody in the division. I would have to fight Michael either now or later. So fuck it, I might as well get him out of here now and then deal with everybody else after that. I think a lot of guys jockey for position and stuff like that, and I've been there in my career trying to do that before, and it didn't get me anywhere. So I'm going to show I'm the best welterweight. I'll beat Michael, and then if I get the shot after that, great. If not, I'll beat up Kamaru. I'll beat up Ian if he wins. I want to rematch. I want to fight Bilal again, no matter what happens in his career or my career. Nothing against him, but that's just one I want to get back. So there's plenty of fights out there for me, but I'm going to deal with Michael Saturday, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Hello, Sean, over here. Greetings from Ecuador. By the way, I just came for the UFC. I didn't came for the match.
Okay.
So I want to ask you, everybody's talking about your great grappling.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you're a great grappler.
Yeah.
And a lot of people seems like they are watching a fight against both of you on the ground. But are you ready to be on the foot and striking?
I've been sparring with Joe Pyfer for 6 to 7 weeks, so I think I'm ready to get hit anybody. Joey's a much bigger, harder puncher than than Michael and anybody else in 170, probably 185 too. He's probably the hardest puncher. So yeah, we've been getting after it. So I'll be ready wherever this fight goes.
So Michael has a background on wrestling also, so maybe he will be able to work on you. You talk about his soft points. Can you talk about?
Yeah, he's definitely a
more?
good grappler, but I never wrestled a day in my life, and I've gone against D1 wrestlers, and they think that I've wrestled at the highest level, and I never did. So accolades like that really don't mean much in the room. You know, you can wrestle for this team, this country, that country, but it doesn't mean anything when you're mixing it up in MMA, and I think I'm the best at doing that. George St. Pierre never wrestled a day in his life, and look what he did.
So he's very used, the last one for me, he's very used to fight at the apex, so the octagon is smaller than in other arenas. This was something you thought about it?
Yeah, it's big. We'll be able to move around, but eventually we're going to find each other, and I'll get my hands on them, and I'll get the fight where I want.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Sean, one more.
What's up, brother?
Just quick. You know, you've talked about it a bunch about, you know, not being undefeated and how that did win.
Yeah.
But this scrum in particular, you keep bringing up like that. I used to be like that. I used to jockey.
Yeah.
Do you kind of tell that to young fighters in your gym now? Like maybe you didn't
Yeah.
have someone tell you
Yeah.
that then, and now you want to play that role now?
Yeah, 100%. I think we all, undefeated sounds great, but you never get, most people, if you're going undefeated, you're probably not fighting the test that you should fight, and eventually you're going to fight somebody, and eventually you're going to lose, and that's fine. It's a learning lesson. You can't let it break you. I took it. It made me a way better human, a way better fighter, a way better everything in my life. So it did nothing but great things for me. And yeah, not saying go out there and lose a fight, and it's going to, but adversity is just going to make you better, and adversity made me better, and I'm a way better man today for it. Thanks, bro. Thank you, guys.